Right, we are starting again, and this series is for Form 2 IGCSE Mathematics. Now, if I look at this problem, it involves data handling. It looks like our table is not in proper linear format. Let me try and draw one, which is representing the data that we have. So the table given there, with a feeling it was supposed to align 0 and 3, where these are books read. I say read, then we look at the frequency, that's the students. We move to 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So we've got corresponding values here like 5, 6, 4, 2. Now, we're interested in the frequency because when we look at the mode is the number which is repeated the most. So we pick it from the frequency here. So the value repeated the most should be 6. But 6 is denoting value 2. So it means our mode is actually 2. Then the next one, we want the mean. Mean or average is calculated as we're going to look at the product of corresponding values plus their sum. So I've got 0 times 3 plus 1 times 5 plus 2 times 6 plus 3 times 4 plus 4 times 2 all over the total of frequency. Now, the total of frequency, not all the values we have. So if I say 3 plus 5, it gives me 8, plus 6, it gives me 14, plus 4, it gives me 18, plus 2, it gives me 20. So whatever I have, I'm dividing by 20. Now, let me try and simplify. 0 times 3, it gives me 0. 1 times 5, that's 5, plus 12, it gives me 17, plus 12 again, it gives me 29, plus 8, it gives me 37. So I have 37 over 20. Hence, I can pick my calculator now to say, can my calculator help me to calculate 37 over 20? So if I say 37 divided by 20, the result is 1 and 17 over 20, but 1 is in decimal. Let's see, it's 1.85. So our final result for the mean is 1.85. 1.85. Now, the next one, we want the median. But we noted that we've got 20 values. Now, if we want the median will be found in between position, because we will divide 20 by 2. That's the rule of the median. So if we divide 20 by 2, it gives us 10. But when 10 is even, it means we don't have a median. So it will be between position 10 and 11. So how do we find that? We're going to look at the frequency to say 3 plus 5, because we are locating the position where we'll find the median. So 3 plus 5, it gives us 8, plus 6, it gives us 14. So it means the median is somewhere around 2 there, because we're interested in 10 and 11. So position 10 and 11 is found where we have a 2. So the median is going to be 2 plus 2 over 2. So we simply write a 2. Right. Give 2 examples of methods of collecting data. Well, we have various methods of collecting data if you want to deal with statistics. For instance, we can talk of an interview, because you are seeking information from an individual. Then sometimes we can look for a survey to say what's really happening within a given area. So the next question, I'm going to skip it. That's question number 3, because it looks incomplete. The bar chart shows based on, we don't have a bar chart, so we're just going to jump that. Sorry about that. Number 4, we've got temperatures there. 25, 28, let me write them below. 25, 28, 30, 29, 28. Now we are being asked to find the range. So now if we want the range, we have to sort these data in ascending order. And if I do my inspection, it looks like in ascending order, we have 25 followed by 28, then 28, then 29, then 30. So if we want range, we are looking at the difference between the highest and smallest values. So it's going to be 30 minus 25. It's important to show calculations giving us a 5. Now, the next one is asking us, define statistical data. So when we say data, we are looking at raw information which is not processed. So if we want to define statistical data, we are saying this is unprocessed information. Now, next we are writing figures in standard form. I've got 56,000, and when we want each in standard form, we want a significant figure, then comma 6. So our comma, if we don't see it, it will be at the end. So we're just going to count how many steps it moved for it to be in between 5 and 6. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I say times 10 to the power positive 4. Right, next, the first significant figure that I'm seeing is 9. So it's 9.3 times 10 to the power, but this time around, our comma is moving in the reverse direction to the right. So our exponent is going to be negative. Now I check from here is 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's minus 4. Then the next one, we are being asked to write numbers in ordinary form. So I've got 3.2, so I can write 3, 2. Now I'm checking if my comma was here, I want it to move 4 steps. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. But where I don't have figures, I'm going to put zeros. So in essence, it's 32,000. And normally, it's advisable to do this process of moving your comma and pencil so that when you are done by locating your correct position, you can always erase. So we don't want this point. Then I bring my pen and properly close the zeros here. So our result is 32,000. Do the next one. If we check our exponent here is negative. So I'll try and put my 7.5 here forward because I know the comma is going to move to the left. So from here, it has to move 3 steps. So it's 1, 2, 3. Then I put the comma. So where there's nothing, I put zeros. So it means my comma will be there. Then I need my eraser because this process, like I said, it has to be done in pencil. So that once we are done and pick the correct position, we remove the pencil. So I can put zeros here. That's my comma. There is an operation which involves numbers in standard form. I'm doing a division, and according to division, there are laws of exponents that we follow. I mean, there are about 6 of them. We will enlist them in our discussion of notes around laws of indices. But for now, I'm just doing the solutions where we are saying numbers will divide themselves, as well as exponents will divide themselves. So if I say 4 divided by 2, it will give me 2 multiplied by 10 to the power 5 divided by 10 to the power 2. Second law says we'll divide the exponent, so that will be 10 to the power, just with 5 minus 2, which will give us 3. And that's in standard form. Let's try the next one. We have got 6 times 10 to the power minus 3. Well, there's no operation, and the moment brackets are next to each other, we know it's a product. Times 3 times 10 to the power minus 4. So now, it's as good as I'm multiplying 6 by 3. It will give me 18 multiplied by 10 to the power. According to the first law, if we are multiplying common bases, we add the exponents. In other words, we want to say negative 3 plus 4. It will give us a 1. But normally when it's a 1, we are not allowed to highlight it. So you won't see it. We know it's a 1. So I have 18 times 10. But now this number is not in standard form because we need our answer in standard form. So when we just see the comma, we know it's in front of the whole number somewhere here. So we'll move it one step. So that's 1.8 times 10 to the power 2. Right, now we have index form. I've got a set of 7s multiplying themselves. So in this form, it's 7 to the power 4. I've got a set of 8s multiplying themselves. In terms of index form, it's 8 to the power 3. Then I've got laws of indices there. They are saying 5 to the power 3 multiplied by 5 to the power 2. They are saying, sure, these are laws. This is the first law, product. So I'm going to take the common base 5. Then I just add the indices 5 and 2. It will take me to 5 to the power, sorry, not 3, it will be 5. Because that was 3 plus 2, it will take us to 5. Then I've got the second law where I'm dividing. The base is the same, 9 and 9. So it will be 9 to the power 6 minus 2. And finally, to simplify to 9 to the power 4. Right, still there. Still need to show the working. This is the third law where we've got a power to another power. So the rule says this will be 3 to the power 2 multiplied by 3. So our final answer will be 3 to the power 6. I've got 4 to the power minus 2. We are not allowed to leave our exponent in negative form. So the rule says this will be 1 over 4 to the power 2. Which, if we want the final answer, is going to be 1 over 16. Even 1 over 4 to the power 2, I think it suffices. Now, we have mixed index expressions. Simplify. There's a lot that we are seeing there. It looks like we have 2 to the power 3 multiplied by 2 to the power minus 1 multiplied by 2 to the power 4. So it's a series of sums because the base is the same and we are multiplying. So this will be 2 to the power 3 minus 1 plus 4. Now, 3 minus 1 gives us 2 plus 4, that's 6. So this will be 2 to the power 6. I think for IGCE Form 2 Mathematics Cambridge Curricula, up to February this season. I think basically that's what one needs to understand. I hope you found this interesting. If you have comments, please don't hesitate to put them below so that we can perfect whichever explanations that you find great. Thank you.